Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to start off something kind of funny. I had a troll message me today when the Cubs were um, when Nico Horner hit his home run a little bit after. I don't know. Someone messaged me and said Cubs struggle against. This is what I said in my video. I said Cubs struggle against lefties. So I'm assuming he took the Giants money line, whatever he took. I don't know. So Cubs struggle against lefties and are cold, huh? Seems you struggle and are cold. I just said, thanks. And then after the Giants took the lead, he deleted his account. So I don't know. I hope he won a lot of money. I just want you guys to win. I'm not here to I don't like giving a lot of money line advice or, who I think's going to win or lose, but I'm pretty good at it, I think, in my opinion. But I don't know. I just thought it was kind of funny. And I get a lot of messages throughout the day. Just try not to overwhelm me. And then we're also popping off on the Discord too, which I'll put in the description as well, so you guys can. We just talk all day. You guys can ask questions. Whatever you want. I'm here for you. Um, Good old Reddit. Get rid of that. We'll start. We'll start the bidding. We'll see what games are up here. Not very many. There's not very many games on Thursdays because it's a travel day. And I've expressed my opinion on travel days, as we know. Typically Thursdays are pretty bad, so just keep that in mind. I would keep it really, really light unless you really, really like something. By the way, the Giants are winning 12-3. Also, someone asked me my opinion on Devers and Chapman. I said, I don't know. I think they can both hit in this game. Devers hit two, and Chapman hit. So, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I do have bad days. Trust me, I do have really bad days. Um, so obviously, that was today. Oh, no wonder Yankee Stadium. Okay, I'm gonna keep using this image. I didn't realize the wind was blowing out 12 miles per hour. That's crazy. So that was the 27th. This is today. Are the Yankees even playing? Yeah, they are. Oh, they're playing the White Sox. What the heck? All right. So they're already traveling with no day off. Um, I mean, it is the White Sox, but we'll get there when we get there. So Boston and Baltimore's first game of the day. What time is that game at? 10 a.m. for me. So that's 1:05 Eastern time, West Coast. Crochet versus. Actually, let me get that other site up. I like that one. I forgot. I'm sorry. Roto Wire. Roto Wire. All right. So, um, as we know, Anthony is hot. If he continues to lead off, I really like him. And he actually now has more home runs off lefties and righties, which is kind of funny. He only has seven on the year, but he has four off lefties because he hit one today in the first inning. Um, so you know me, stick with the hot bat. Wind's blowing out, good weather, not too hot, not too cold. And let me move that over. Okay, so stick with Anthony. Looks like they think Ref Snyder. I like Ref Snyder if he starts against lefties. That's kind of what I wonder if he was hurt. I haven't seen his name in a while. Oh yeah, he was reinstated. Okay, so yeah, if Ref Snyder plays, I like him. Also, is this Romy? What is going on here? Everyone's coming back. Oh, he was just out of the lineup. Okay, but so the typical suspects. Story. I would go Story first, and then Anthony and Ref Snyder. But I like them. As we know, I really like this park in general. Funny thing is, I was gonna say I liked Rafi, but he hadn't hit in so long, and then of course he hit in like the eighth or ninth inning, whatever it was, super late in the game. So I felt bad for not calling him out, but he got really hot at the kind of earlier time in the season, and he was just hitting like crazy. But Story, of course, first. I'm actually a little surprised at these odds. These odds are pretty nice. And then, yeah, Russ Snyder's listed. So, yeah, take any of these guys you like. It has been a little bit of a disappointing series, but overall, I mean, it's still a really good matchup for them. As far as Baltimore, I don't like them against lefties anyway, and Crochet is really good. So, I just wouldn't take any. I wouldn't take any Orioles. First one is Mountie at 480, which if I did say pick one, I would say take Mountcastle, but their lineup's just so weak right now with Westberg not in there. It's just not worth taking. So we move on to the D-backs and Brewers. Kind of been a weird series. They're not listed right. Oh, they are listed. They're right here. Cool. So we got Chrismat versus Quintana. This guy is like, I'm assuming, a rookie. He might just be like a temporary starter. I don't know if he'll go very long. And I'm not really a big fan of bullpen games. I can't think of the word. But as far as Brewers go, I mean, you could take the usual suspects. I always say I like Terang if he leads off. Once again, I don't know if he's going to lead off. I don't even know if he led off today, did he? There's only one way to find out. Actually, yeah, I'm pretty sure he did. And he didn't do anything. Oh, the D-backs actually won the game. Oh, okay. I don't even know Contreras hit a home run. What the heck? He did lead off. So that's where I prefer him. If he gets lower in the lineup, then he gets less at bats. That's why I don't like him as much. Also, Bowers came back today, and he's generally good for a lefty-righty matchup. He's a lefty, but this year, as you can see, he's been terrible, batting a .189. So I think for a player like him, you gotta just wait on before you decide to take him. So just being Thursday, to be honest, I don't like this game. Just an early Thursday game. It just feels ugly. I don't like it. Go with Red Sox, avoid this game. And then, of course, you can even take Rockies in this game. Take Mickey. He's got a nice matchup. I'm going to just guess Goodman's going to get the day off. So just be on the watch out for lineups. Don't bet tonight. You can wait unless, I always say this, unless you're doing positive EV betting, where you get like intersecting lines and Chris on Reddit. They give freaking amazing information. Shout out to them. Take advantage of those lines if they come out, but don't if you're waiting. And this is more specifically if you're betting on FanDuel or an app that doesn't void the hitter if they don't start, because FanDuel doesn't void the hitter and it can really mess up your parlay or whatever you're doing, or even a single bet. That's actually worse. You put $50 on a single and he pinch hits and you lose. Then that really sucks. But enough of that rant. So I like Mickey. Be on the lookout for Goodman. I don't know if he's going to start. And then Doyle. I like Doyle. He's been one of the hottest Rockies right now. Unfortunately, my guy Warming hasn't really been doing anything. I think he's a decent pick, though, against Jason Alexander from Seinfeld. So that's up to you. Then, of course, you got Houston, who's honestly been really disappointing in this series. I still like Pena. I still like Altuve. It just kind of sucks. I mean, maybe just don't go crazy on them. Did Diaz play today? Sorry, it's a little... Diaz did not play today. I kind of had a feeling. So I'm going to say Diaz will be my favorite Astro tomorrow, since he got the day off today. Like Buxton today. I like Buxton today, and he had 2 home runs. He had the day off. Like, think how many games in a row these guys play. They need time off. It's mentally exhausting, I'm sure, with all the travel and everything. You get one random day off, it really helps. But catchers get more days off. They don't catch every day because it's probably hard on their legs, I'd imagine. But yeah, I like Diaz. And then really anyone else you like. It's, it is Kyle Freeland. He doesn't give up a ton of home runs, but he is still not the best pitcher this year. So let's move on to an interesting game. I'll be honest, this is interesting because Mikolas is pitching. So this is one I'll check the matchup, the batter versus pitcher, because I am curious since they're in the same division. So we got Reynolds, but okay, so Reynolds has 1 home run off him, but pay attention. Hold on, let me open this. He has 42 at bats. So, I mean, I like him tomorrow because Mikolas has been really bad this year, giving up a lot of home runs, but just keep that in mind. And then I do like Horowitz. Actually, let's go back to here. I do like Horowitz. And I do like Cruz as well. So pretty much the usual suspects there. Probably not on here. I'm gonna refresh it, see if any other games were added. Nope. But yeah, we can go Horowitz, Reynolds, and Cruz. I think McCutcheon's okay, but I'll leave that. I'll leave McCutcheon up to you guys. Even Henry Davis, he hit one the other day. Cardinals, I just once again for the millionth time, I can't stand picking them. So I'm not gonna pick them. You guys can. I'm not gonna. I just don't. They're just so bad. They're actually favored in this game, ironically. But Braxton Ashcraft isn't that bad. How many innings does he usually go? 555. It depends. So it depends how he's pitching. But I mean, he's only allowed one home run this year. So I would say nope to that game. Or I mean, I'm sorry, to the Cardinals. Good weather though. Another thing with San Francisco, like you'll see today, even though they did hit a bunch of home runs, the wind is blowing out 17 miles per hour. The wind doesn't matter in this park. It literally doesn't matter. Just so you guys know. Google why Oracle Park wind doesn't matter, and it'll tell you, but it doesn't. And then we have Imanga versus Webb. I think this is just a game. Yeah, this is a game. Unless you want to try Chapman 3 days in a row, I think this is a game we can avoid. Just because the Cubs are just so bad. I guess I'm a little curious to see how they hit off Webb, but they're just so bad. Hap has a home run. Suzuki has one. Yeah. I mean, overall, I'll be honest. I'm gonna make like a parlay tomorrow. That's it. I'm probably gonna make like one parlay and just chill. You don't have to bet every day. Just keep that in mind. That's one thing about baseball, hockey, basketball. You can bet like every day. Football at least is like a couple times a week maybe. But take a break if you need it. Trust me, you'll feel better about yourself. Braves and Phillies. I do like this game a lot. They both teams are traveling. Philadelphia was in, I believe, New York, right, against the Mets. Yeah, but it is a very good hitters park. Wind blowing out, and two struggling pitchers. So Quantrill and Nola. So I think we can finally say Schwarber or Harper will hit a home run in this game against Quantrill. And then the Braves got super hot yesterday. I don't know where that came from, but I like Profar. I still like Harris. And then I do like Ozuna at this park. Ozuna's been not that great, but you can go with them. Olsen finally hit today, but I still don't really like him that much. I bet they have faced Nola a lot too. Being in the same division and in the playoffs a lot, yeah. Oh, wrong team. Atlanta Braves. Yeah, Acuna's got 4 home runs, but keep in mind it's 55 at bats. And then Harris, 3 of his 7 hits are home runs. Olson's only got 2 off of him. Ozuna's got 4, but 66. Yeah, they faced him a lot because they faced each other in the playoffs a lot too in the past. So that's why they faced each other so much. Profar struggled off him, but I'm still okay with him with how hot Profar is right now. You can take him for sure. Then so pretty much usual suspects there. And I don't blame you if you don't want to take Schwarber or Harper. It's not a you can stay off them until they hit. But I think I'll have Schwarber in a parlay tomorrow. I think he's still a really good pick. I'm still off Acuna. He's just not consistent enough since he came back from injury. But any of these guys are good. And anyone else you like. Just don't take Nick Allen. Now watch. Remember I said don't take Nico Horner and he hit a home run? Maybe Nick Allen will hit one now. We'll see. I'm definitely wrong a lot. Trust me. All right, we got Marlins and Mets. Adam Mazur, who I have no idea who that is, versus Clay Holmes is really good. So I just instantly just say don't take any Marlins. Let's see how the weather looks. We got wind blowing. Oh, it looks good. Wind blowing out 10 miles per hour. Same with the last game. So the weather overall tomorrow is very good. So we don't even need that chart. Once again, I don't know who this guy is. Let's just see how many games. Yeah, he's pitched one game, 4 runs, 1 home run against the Phillies. So definitely fire up your Mets. I know they've been very disappointing lately, but I mean, think about it. Do you think Juan Soto is going to make this guy pay? Probably. So let's go with Soto. Petey's okay, but overall, we'll see lineups tomorrow, and then I'll post as much as I can on. Well, if you guys join the Discord, I'm gonna be posting like write-ups on there, daily write-ups. I'll show you. So I have a daily write-up section. Like today, this is what I had. I had Anthony on there. I said Buxton. And like I said, I don't get it. I did have Schneider for a long shot. I mean, I don't get all these right. Trust me. I did have Perez on there. I had Seager, Garcia. That's a old school 2-man parlay right there. Seager and Garcia last year was great. Astros suck. I even said wait on Alvarez till he heats up, but he hit. So, Also, Dodgers are kind of pissing me off too. I did list just Devers and Chapman for the Giants. So just so you guys can see like what I'm listing here. And then I do give a late game parlay, or I give a parlay as well. I might give a couple throughout the day, and then I'll just give a bunch of names that I like, which, hey, look, none of them hit. But at least a lot of the ones I listed here did hit. And these are for singles. Or if you want to mix and match any parlays personally that you want to make. But when I list these names specifically on this write-up, it's singles. But of course, you can plug and play them in any parlay you want. And I had tons of people, well, not tons, but I had several people on Reddit today telling me they won because of my suggestions. And they're the ones that created the parlays and won. So it's really, I mean, kudos to them. They're the ones putting this stuff together. It's not easy to do, as we all know. Okay, back to the games. Like I said, Mets are really good tomorrow. I wouldn't take any Marlins unless you're feeling someone. And moving on, as we saw, the weather in this game is crazy. There is a chance of rain, but I think, despite the fact the Yankees are traveling from New York to Chicago, just keep that in mind. So this could be a letdown game. However, it is the Yankees, and we know that cat's crying, and we know they like to smash home runs. So, I'm already going to say Grisham. I'm going to say Rice. I'm going to say Stanton. Judge is okay. He finally hit today, but just be careful with him. Just because his odds are always like kind of trashy, and with his injury. Yeah, they're still not putting the games up. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's not hurt anymore. I don't know for sure, but you can fire up Yankees. I'm just gonna say Stan's my number one still. He got the day off again, and once again, got a nice little chilled day off. He'll probably rock with 1 or 2 tomorrow. As far as White Sox go against Will Warren, I was actually surprised to see Benintendi hit today. That was the first time he's hit in a while. I'm not saying take him tomorrow, but you could. I mean, if you're going for the streak, sometimes guys hit 2-3 days in a row. It's not the worst. I mean, I used to like taking Benintendi, but since he's been so cold, I've been off of him. Number one White Sox, of course, is going to be Montgomery. How do you not? He also got the day off, so throw him in a parlay, bet him for 3 home runs, whatever you want to do. Put $100 on him for one. We know the guy is just on a crazy heater. All right, so nice small slate. Like I said, take Thursdays easy. Don't go crazy. We're going to focus Red Sox, probably Astros. You can even take some Pirates, Yankees, Mets, and then Phillies Phillies Atlanta. The Philly Atlanta game might be one of the best games. It does have a 9.5 over under. I think that was probably it's the highest one. So cool. Nice short video. Although we will end it. Well, I can't really end it with a parlay on there, but I think we'll put Montgomery in it into a parlay. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna post this, and then right after I post the video, I'll put the parlay in the comments right when I make one. So just be on the lookout for that. But also, please be on the lookout for starting lineups. The crappy thing about these early games is these late games won't have the lineups out yet. So if we do take Montgomery, just keep in mind. Well, he will play. He got the day off. I'm not even worried about him not playing. Never mind. We're good on that. Because I might take a Red Sox and then combine it with Montgomery and someone else. Just off the top of my head, honestly, I'll just say Soto, but I'll post it in the comments. All right, and I will also post the Discord link, which, like I said, we just type a bunch of nonsense in here. Actually, we were just having a nice conversation. We were talking about football and everything. Cool. So y'all have a great night, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Good night.